So let's see how you can create such cool speed ramps on Davinci Resolve. So I have selected some clips here, so we will work on that. Now for any speed ramp, you need to shoot at a higher frame rate like 60 FPS or 120 FPS. The higher, the better, because you have enough frames to work with while you speed ramp. Now without any speed ramp, this is how the footage is. It's pretty boring. Nothing so fancy. So while you shoot speed ramp content, make sure you get it right in the camera, make it as stable as possible without much shake. So what you have to do is first step of any speed ramp is to stabilize the footage. Now in this footage, as you can see, there is minor shake here and there. So in order to stabilize, what you can do is first thing, right click, new Fusion clip, and then let's come to Fusion. Then under Fusion, select this media one and press Shift spacebar and choose Tracker. And just track any point. I'm going to track his ears right here, somewhere here, and let me reduce this box. Make sure you get a high contrast point to get a nice track. And then under Adaptive mode, change this to Best Match and track forward and backward. So it'll automatically track your footage. So once the tracking is done, let's come to Operation, change this to Match Move and change the merge to background only, so that you can see that whatever is tracked, it will always be at the center no matter what. But once you do that, you can see the footage tries to adjust itself and you can see these checkerboards. To fix that, you press Shift spacebar and bring in a transform node. And all you need to do is just zoom in a bit, and you can even move this to the left like this. But the point to be noted is, just zoom out your footage and just go through if anywhere that checkerboard is visible. So as you can see, this frame has this checkerboard. So let me increase the size to a bit more and maybe change the center point to something like this. So now pretty much that checkerboard is not visible. You have a pretty stable footage to work with. Now you need to repeat this for every step. But if you have a very stable footage from your camera, you don't need to do this step. Now let me quickly stabilize all these footages. Okay, so I have stabilized all the footages similarly like I showed you of all those clips. Next thing what you have to do is you need to time where you want the speed ramp to happen. For that, just listen to your audio and press M on your keyboard to hit markers. So let me just quickly press M and hit a marker. So I have pressed M on the keyboard and marked some markers on the audio as per the beat, and this is where you need to do the speed ramping. Instead of putting marker on the audio, it's better to select here somewhere and hit the marker outside the audio so you can work easily on Fusion. Now let's do the speed ramping. For that, the very first thing that you need to do is select the clip that you're working, right click and press new compound clip. Press create. So this is the way that I like to do it. If you guys find any other way, just let me know. So first I create the compound clip and then again I right click on the compound clip and then right click and create a new Fusion clip. Now let's come to Fusion. So the very first thing that you need to do is bring your playhead to the beginning of the frame here. Okay, and let me move this here. So just look at the number here. So this is 81 frames. Okay, so you bring it to the beginning of the frame and select the media one, shift spacebar and bring in a time stretcher node. So it will automatically create a keyframe here. Now let's open our spline. So you want the first clip to finish in the first marker. So here, so this is the first marker point here. So that is like frame 13. So I want this whole footage to be compressed and fit within this limit. So at frame 13, I want this full video to end. So the end frame is 81. So you come to this frame, that is where the marker is, and under source time, put that value 81. So what happened is that whole video finishes at frame 13, and after that it's a still because there is no more frame because the whole video finished at this limit. Now you come to this marker point and select the time stretcher node press on this one, you get this wave right here. Now Control A, press S on the keyboard, and for a good speed ramp you can bring this up like this and bring this down like this. So now if I hit play, you have something like this. If you want, you can just make it a bit like this, so it's a bit more fast, and this one also a bit like this. So you have a curve that looks like this. Now you come to the edit page. So this is the first marker point. So anything after that is like a still image. So you can cut here and delete the rest of it. Now let's work on this clip. So similarly, right click, new compound clip. Then again, right click, new fusion clip. So I want to end this video in this particular marker. So come to fusion, same exact steps, bring to the beginning of the frame, shift spacebar, time stretcher. Now note down this number 67. So you come to the next marker. I want the footage to end here. So put the value 67. And under spline, select this one, Control A, press S on the keyboard and repeat the same exact steps. Make the wave to something like this. Now if you play both together, you'll have something like this. Okay, and rest everything you can chop it off. Now let's continue with the next footage. This one is a bit different. I can show you why. This is like a zoom in. So again, right click, first thing, new compound clip. Then again, right click, new fusion clip. Come to fusion. Let's follow the same exact steps. Note down this number 62. Come to the beginning of the frame, shift spacebar, time stretcher, and let's come to the next marker here. Just drag your playhead like this from the spline. And this is 62, so I will mark here 62 and just press this one. And in this one, instead of creating that particular curve, I'm going to Control A, right click, ease, and select out cubic. So you have a curve that looks like this. So it's a nice zoom like this. So once you hit play, you'll have something like this. Since I'm doing the screen recording also, I'm having difficulty in playing it, but you get the point. So again, after this marker, you can chop everything off. So next thing, I'll show you two different curves. One is the boomerang and the next is the step ramp. So I'll show you both of that. So in order to create a boomerang, it's pretty much the same step. First I created this compound clip, then again right click, new fusion clip. And for boomerang, what I'm planning is I will start here to the end, and then from here end it will go to reverse to the beginning. Now let's come to fusion. So in order to create a boomerang curve, again same thing, note down this number 74, come to the beginning of the frame, shift spacebar, time stretcher, and let's come to the next marker point here. Here I want the footage to end, so 74, and in the next marker here I will make this to 0. So it's like it will go from 0 to 74 here and from 74 to 0 here. And under spline, under the curves, you can, it's a sharp curve, so you need to smoothen it out. Control A, press S, and just make the curve something like this. So you'll have a smooth boomerang curve. So it will go from this frame to the 74th. So this is the basic boomerang curve. Now let me also show you the step speed ramp. Now let's delete whatever is not here. So after these marker, I'm going to delete the extra. So here we can create that step speed ramp. So steps are pretty much the same. Right click, new compound clip, right click, new fusion clip. Then let's come to fusion. So let's select a point. It's 122. So shift spacebar, time stretcher. In the next marker, I don't want it to end. In the second marker also, I don't want it to end. Maybe in the fourth marker, I will end it. So here I will mark a point 122. Now what you can do is, you can add in points here on the spline, some additional points on these markers. And what you can do is just individually make these curves something like this. So you get that nice step speed ramp. So it will increase, decrease, decrease, that kind of effect. And here also you can increase it to a little bit. So this is the, that step speed ramp. I can just hit play for now. You see that? So this is how that wave is made. So once you combine everything and time it well, this is what you have. Now I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Now let me take some brief time of yours to talk about SOUNDMARKET. Now as we all know, it's very difficult to find a copyright free music. Even if there are a lot of platforms out there, it's all very expensive and you don't want to invest on a music platform if you are actually starting out, which is what this platform is all about. Now SOUNDMARKET, it's actually free. So if you're a beginner YouTuber and you want to get that copyright free music, all you can do is just download directly from the site and you can use it on your videos. They also have the premium plan. So once your channel get monetized, that's when you need to switch to the premium plan. Until that, you can continue using this free plan. I mean, I never knew about this platform back when I started out. And the premium plan is not even expensive. It just starts at $7.99. Now, suppose you have reached your monetization goals and you don't want to continue using the premium plan and you want to switch to some other music platform, you can still continue to do so. And all the previous videos that you made with SOUNDMARKET will still be played without any copyright strikes. So they have various plans. First is obviously the creator free forever plan, which is free, as I told you, until you get monetized. And then you have the creator plus, then you have the professional one, and then you have the enterprise, which is like a custom. And with this plan, you can even use it for broadcast TV and advertisements. So if you want to know more about SOUNDMARKET, just click the link below in the description. So I hope this video was helpful to you. That's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what other tutorials you guys want to see on my channel. And we have reached about 9,000 plus subscribers. So hello to all the new ones. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. For those who don't know, I'm Fenzir. I do travel, tech and filmmaking on this channel. So if you're into that sort of stuff, please consider hitting the subscribe button. And I promise, you'll learn a lot of new cool stuff from this channel. So that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one.